can't believe I'm offering this to a cop, but do you want to take the pole down?
Oh my God, yes.
Let justice be served. Did you get it?
My turn?
Nope, no time.
That was a scene from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Season 1, Episode 9, Sal's Pizza, and this is 99 WAP, and we're gonna talk about it. My name is Ricky, this is Andy, and this is Kay. Let's get started. Alright, thank you guys for being here. As you know, we're a new podcast. Leaving a like or a comment or a subscribe will greatly help us. We also have a Discord to continue the conversation and a Patreon where you can support the show starting at $1. Let's get into the episode. What did you guys think?
Oh, you know what I was thinking? How about instead of what'd you think of the episode right now, we just save it towards the end, so it's not that weird thing that we have right at the beginning. Where
Then everybody's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I actually did want to change that too. So Andy's idea is to put that toward the end.
Yeah.
Where we just all say what we thought of the episode at the end. Yeah. I always talk about the IMDb ranking. Mm-hmm. I was thinking maybe we do like a WAP ranking too. But like we love the show. Obviously, we're doing this podcast. Every episode is a 9 or a 10. So I think we should do it from 1 to 10, but it's 9.1 to 10. And we just, rate the show.
Why isn't it 9.1 to 9.9? Because 9.9 is the best.
Oh, damn. That's a great note.
She punched it up.
Well, how about 9.0 to 9.9?
Yeah.
Okay. Why couldn't we just leave it at 9.1? You needed to have something.
I needed to have 10.
You
like for the worst episode, it's just a 9.0.
He's gotta have his little touch in it.
What?
He's gotta have his little slimy.
Make it a little better.
His little slimy fingers. Like show everybody how slimy those fingers are.
This is all going to be cut. People who are clicking, they want to hear about the episode.
None of this is cut.
Okay.
Right.
Opening. What do you guys think on the opening?
Well, before we get into the opening, I did want to talk about the writer and director. This one is written by Lakshmi Sundaram, a writer and editor for several episodes for Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and it's directed by Craig Zisk, which you might remember was the director back from episode 2.
Oh.
The Tagger.
Oh.
And you will not be glad to know that this is also tied with The Tagger for the lowest ranked episode of the season.
Really? Oh, Sal's Pizza.
Sal's Pizza.
I did think it was okay.
Oh, you thought it was okay?
Oh.
There wasn't a lot of jokes.
So stick around to the end and you can hear the WAP ranking, or do you want to do it in the beginning?
I'll keep mine a secret.
We'll tell you in the end. We are going to rate the episode from 9.0 to 9.9. 9.9 is the best. Great note. This guy Craig Zisk can't get a break, huh? Every episode he's directed so far, lowest rated of the season. But that's just from the freaks on IMDb. We disagree with those ratings often. Alright, let's get into the cold open. They're looking at the search history. And guess what? Gina's back. We forgot to mention that she was gone last episode.
Oh, yeah.
So it was kind of exciting to see Gina again.
It's always nice to see Gina in there.
Gina's got a couple funnies in this episode, which is one of the things I did like about it. What'd you think of the cold opening?
I thought it was pretty good, but I thought like some of it could have been funnier.
Oh.
Like the search history.
Check this out. Sergeant Jeffords searched the internet for undiscovered muscle.
I was working out and saw a muscle in my shoulder I'd never seen before. I thought it might have been a scientific discovery.
Right, I was expecting like a little more crazy stuff, but then again, it is work search history, and it is a daytime show. They're not going to be like, horse sex with, wife swapping.
Can I see your search history right now?
Of course. I'm an open book.
Is it going to be horse sex?
No. We'll see that after the show. We'll see that after. Okay, right after the intro credits, we're given the nugget of what the episode is about. Jake gets a call from Saul. His place has been burned down.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we'll be right there.
He rushes over and sees Cameo.
Mr. Patton.
That's right.
Boone.
Fire Marshal Boone, played by Patton Oswalt.
What's up, Fire Marshal?
Boone.
He looks familiar. I don't really know.
He's a
what
comedian, but also an actor in several things. He's kind of like a nerdy comedian, and
I was wondering who he is. He's pretty funny.
Blade Trinity.
she doesn't seem Blade Trinity.
Well, he's in there.
He's done a bunch of side characters, but
The
like
voice of Ratatouille himself.
the mouse.
Yeah.
The mouse has a voice.
Yeah.
Ratatouille?
It talks.
To the
Yeah.
boy.
It doesn't talk to the boy, it talks to the other rats.
Oh, I thought it talked to the boy.
Oh
No,
yeah.
The
Okay.
boy just moves his,
That makes sense.
it pulls his hair.
Because I was
That's
like,
what it
okay,
does.
wait a second. A cooking rat, sure, but
I remember
talking?
the rat talking.
Yeah. Do you think if Ratatouille was on your head, I guess he wouldn't be able to do it?
Right.
Do you think-
Unless he could scratch the skull.
He'll be no. It has to be like a fly.
As you're cooking, just blood just dripping from your forehead.
I'm feeling really rapey-ish.
I'm afraid of water for some reason.
So, anyways, he's a recurring character, but unfortunately, he's only in one more episode.
Really?
Yeah, I think
thought it was pretty
I
funny.
remember him being in another episode and being like, yes, this guy's gonna be around all the time. But I hope you took them all in because we're only gonna get him one more time. In their conversation, there was a pretty funny.
I had the when he insults my mother says this.
Which, by the way, sounds like my mom describing her dishware. Which and she's dead, so let's tread lightly on the response.
That's not fair.
Tread lightly.
Yeah,
That was funny,
Yeah.
but I was laughing more at the. That's what.
Gasoline.
What's the gasoline?
I guess like it's like almost like in between the episode where it was just Jake and Boo,
Oh, that was
and
later.
it
Yeah.
was just like gasoline. I'm pretty sure that's water. And he's like, oh,
Only
way
one
to
way.
go.
Yeah.
Gasoline. I'm pretty sure that's water. Only one way to tell.
There were more ways to tell.
That was funny, but I was laughing at because I feel like it was a very like writer thing to do. 'Cause he's like, that's what New York's bravest have to say about it.
Back off and let New York's bravest handle it.
You know they only call you that because New York's best at spraying stuff with water is too wordy.
Oh, well, it's too bad we all can't be as awesome as New York's finest.
Not, and then Jake does the joke about, yeah, that's just because New York's wateriest, squirtiest guys was too long.
I didn't get it. What?
So
Jake was saying.
I've never heard of New York's bravest, but I've heard of New York's finest, which is what they call the
okay.
police force. So he's like, that's what New York's bravest, and then they also try to take a dig on finest. And I thought that was funny because I don't think any of them refer to themselves as the bravest or the finest. It's like a marketing thing. So I found it a little
You're
extra
not a
funny.
cop?
What?
That you better cop?
Do you think the New York cop, if you're a New York cop and you refer to yourself or your coworkers as New York's finest, let us know. Type in a little comment. Or if you know someone who is, that works too. We'll trust you. We're trusting. So we get back into the office, and the other plot point is that Rosa got this promotion or
Offer, I
offer.
guess.
That she turned down.
What about you? Why were you looking for real estate in Ropesburg, New Jersey?
Ropesburg PD offered me a job as their new police captain. I turned it down.
Oh! You!
That she turned down, yeah, to be a sergeant, and Amy is like
Captain.
mad jealous.
To be
Oh,
a
a captain, to be a
To be a
captain.
captain.
And Amy
That's so
is
weird.
quite jealous.
I felt like Amy was a little too childish there.
I thought it was really funny before. One of the jokes that came up here was the "Your wish is my command."
Oh.
That
too
whole little
cool.
scenario there, and then I also like he's like, "Well, my command is my command."
That was a command.
And then she was like,
Your wish is my command.
No, that was actually a command. So my command is your command.
Well, then I guess you still have all three of your wishes.
You're not a genie.
I know that.
Three wishes.
I laughed really good at that.
That might have been the. I don't know if it was a joke
Oh, yeah?
of the night already, but it was definitely.
That was a great one. It was in
that
the
was a good
running
one.
for me too.
Yeah.
I didn't pick that one.
But I have two other ones that are.
Yeah, I have a couple
I
of
had
other
two.
ones too.
Look how many loving jokes we have in. I
It was a
feel
great
like.
episode.
I only had two.
Okay, I have. Last episode, I guess you had 3.
I think I have more than 3.
Anyways, shortly after this, Boyle reveals his weekly Brooklyn pizza email blast.
I thought that was funny. Cause like, oh, it really matches his career, like his
Yeah.
love for food.
It was
Yeah.
funny, but I was also like, how sick would that be? Like, I would love to actually visit and get like a foodies Because I feel like all those websites that review stuff, they're all like giving free pizzas, and they're all like for Instagram. They take like a bunch of photos.
But you know, there are some where they
Yeah,
don't.
that's a very cynical view of blogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe. I don't know.
Send us your blogs, your foodie blogs.
For New York, or for anywhere.
For anywhere.
Anywhere.
We'll try something from your blog. The first person, if we're in the area.
If we're in the area, only if we're in the area.
We can't travel to it. We all.
Oh, but maybe we do. We all travel.
Maybe we do.
We all travel places. We're all well-traveled people here.
That's true. We get around.
But then, yeah, I think this is my second joke, I guess. The first joke was the guessing one. The second joke was talk about his email blast. And then he brings up of the, what is it? All the, I guess, like, what is it? The texture, crust, and also mouthfeel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, Jake. Sal's is only the 8th best. I put out a weekly Brooklyn pizza ranking email blast. Sal's has the 4th best texture, 9th best crust, 12th best cheese, and honestly, they're only 7th in mouthfeel.
Yeah, I wrote that down, mouthfeel, as well. Because maybe that's why that Reddit post was like, the other food component has to be mouthfeel. Because he talks about it in his email blog.
Yeah.
That was much later that Holt brings that up.
No, but he brings it up too.
Yeah, he brings it up at the beginning.
First.
Oh, he does?
He
brings
says,
it up
"Oh yeah,
first.
my da-da-da-da-da-da and mouthfeel."
Oh, nice. That was a little callback, and then later.
And then Holt brings it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's like, it's the only one that ranks mouthfeel.
Which is funny because I feel like throughout the episode, Jake is almost like poo-pooing the blog,
blog.
and then at the end you find out he's also. Now we find out that I guess with the beginning virus, I guess it was Savant that hacked the police
precinct.
Oh, that's another plot line.
That's another plot line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
not
was
plot.
right. Yeah, so we're still getting. This is like 3 plot lines. This episode. This episode's
Yeah, at the
packed.
same
And
time.
every character pairing is as good as the last.
But I thought maybe there's just too much going on that
Oh,
like
okay.
not a lot of like I
All-
guess
it
like
was all side stuff,
lines.
maybe?
They didn't really like
I guess
make
it's a
me
lot.
laugh
It's a lot
too
to handle like in 20 minutes because they have like essentially 20 minutes.
Yeah, as I was writing notes, it's like every 30 to 40 seconds they're
changing.
they're updating a plot
Yeah.
point. But these shows move quickly because the time is very short, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like Netflix shows these days that they can kind of be like, we'll do 26 minutes this week or whatever.
Yeah. I did like the it's like giving candy to a baby.
Oh,
And Jeffrey's like, why are you giving candy to a baby, man?
don't get candy to me.
They can't brush their teeth.
It was easy to break into a weak-ass system. It was like taking candy from a baby.
Why are you giving candy to a baby in the first place? Don't give candy to a baby. They can't brush their teeth.
Yes, Sergeant, it is unwise to give babies candy.
I like that.
The parents usually just brush their teeth. No, do not brush the babies.
What's the point of brushing a baby's teeth if the teeth just fall out anyway? Or is it because of the gums? Are you brushing
But
the gums?
but the teeth last till they're like 10 or 9, no, and then it slowly
Yeah,
falls
it could
off.
be 6 or 7, yeah, it slowly falls off.
So
But
I
I think
think
it's
from
building
one-
habits, gums,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah.
I think building habits and gums.
Building habit. But you can't build a habit of a baby.
I don't think people brush a baby's teeth. They don't have teeth until they're like 2, and then they start brushing them when they're like 3 or 4.
Some baby have teeth though.
So
at
Terry
1.
kind of overreacted a little bit, you think?
No, some baby has teeth at 1, like very tiny.
Yeah, freak babies.
Okay.
Yeah, like baby lizards. So Terry doesn't want to work with Gina.
If it's so easy for this gentleman to break into our system, we may need to hire a new IT director. Why don't you and Gina get together on that?
I doubt I'll need Gina's help. I'm sure she's busy anyway.
Use Gina. She's my assistant, and she has something to offer.
Yeah.
Did you
and
guys notice?
hiring a new person.
Hiring a new person?
Well, this is still the first season, so everybody's still like, Gina's not a hard worker. Gina's not the worker I want to work with, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's what she was cutting her bank.
Yeah, she was doing crazy stuff in the office, but maybe I thought maybe it was that she's like coming on to Terry too much. Like the last time we saw Gina, she was like,
I mean, maybe it's both.
could be both.
Just a little bit of both.
So the cops and the firemen, we already know they got into little tiffs and tats. They've been fighting, but I thought one of my jokes of the episode was not even delivered by the main cast. It was the 2 firemen that came in
with the file.
Boone reconsidered. He wants you to take a look at the files. Oh, that's unexpected. But, all right, fine.
It's not a file, bro. It's a donut because you're cops.
And they're like, oh, he changed his mind. Check out this file. And then he opens it up and it's a crushed donut.
That was so lame.
You thought it was lame?
That was lame, and it was also wasting.
It was a waste of a donut. But I do like Scully then being like, would you like me to file that for you?
Would you like me to file that for you, Jake?
Just ask for the donut, Scully.
And the donut, please.
Yes.
Just ask me for the donut.
I put one of my jokes of the ep was donut on file, so I thought that was funny. And then shortly after this, we meet Saul.
Well, then there was a commercial for me.
Okay.
I don't know if it was a commercial for anybody else.
What's that?
Just a long commercial. No, just a long commercial.
Oh, okay.
On the app that I will not mention. About the ID Buzz. That's why I was looking at the ID Buzz earlier.
Oh.
Volkswagen ID Buzz. If you want to send me one.
Sponsor us.
To drive me around.
Are you putting an ad into our show now?
Yeah. It gets about 282 miles per charge.
Get out of here with that. Has nothing to do with Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
All right.
That car didn't exist in 2013, and that's where we are right now, baby. 2013. So anyways, we meet Saul. He's played by Cuban-American stand-up comedian Joey Diaz.
I'm so sorry about the fire.
I can't believe it's gone, Jakey. All of it. The pizza oven, the first dollar bill I ever made, the 7-Up fridge.
Hey, it's gonna be all right. You'll read.
Cuban American.
That's right.
I was wondering if he was famous.
He looks super Italian. He's like the most Italian guy in New York. I guess maybe he grew up in New York.
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably grew up. I mean, that makes total sense. So anyways, they start looking for different pizza places that might want to take Saul out of business.
Mm-hmm.
I did make a note that Saul looks kind of shady. Like, as much as they have a relationship, I think I've seen this episode like 8 times, and every time I'm like, oh, he definitely did it, and he's
Like
pulling
he
a
burned
fast
his
one
place
over.
down?
Yeah, he's pulling a fast one over Jake's, whatever.
He kind of did look like that.
Yeah. Did you guys think that too?
Yeah, a little.
I don't think I did.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't
A
remember.
little, but then when Boyle went to the other restaurant and he was like, "Oh, but the sauce is really good now." It's like, okay.
Oh, that was suspicious to you? I didn't. That went over my head until they recapped it later.
Because he said he's like 10 plays overnight,
Right,
or
right.
something like that.
Gino's. He might be trying to raise the.
Yeah, I like that he had a spit bucket.
Mario, this pie needs work. Good consistency on the crust, but the cheese to sauce ratio is a travesty.
Do you have to spit?
In a word, yes. Amateurs go tasting, they fill up, and they lose their palate by the 3rd slice.
Oh my god,
Like
the
a
spit
social,
bucket
like
was
a wine
really funny.
sommelier.
I also really liked when they were talking about when they're like gonna go see the different pizza places, and he's like, "Can we stop at my house so I can pick up my pizza bit?" And he's like, right, I'll just use my work bit.
Can we stop at home for a pizza bib?
No, Charles, we gotta go fast.
Right, I'll just use my work bib.
No bib. We're gonna solve this for you, Sal. Sit tight.
I love everything with Boyle.
Boyle's great.
Boyle's so good. I love Boyle, love Holt. Well, I mean, I love everybody. What the hey? The spit bucket was very gross, though. It was funny, and it's a great idea, and a very funny, he's like
But I mean, like, how are you gonna rank all the pizza?
It's true.
You get full.
He's like, these amateurs, they go through 3 slices and they lose their palate. Anyways, after the spit bucket part, Gina is doing her interview and asking her weird questions, where you think she's just like,
just being weird.
Query, what's your favorite Jay-Z song?
I'm sorry?
Favorite Jay-Z song?
She's kidding.
No, I'm not. What is it?
I don't know. I'm sorry about her. What's your experience with cybersecurity?
Well, I added encryption software.
But seriously, what's your favorite Jay-Z?
I don't know. Big Pimpin'? It's Big Pimpin'.
Wrong answer, friend.
Super weird.
You think she's just being unprofessional?
Right, being
What's your
unprofessional.
favorite
And
Jay-Z
Terry's
song?
kind of like...
Jay-Z song was funny.
The flossing was weird.
Yeah.
I just got what'd she say? Oh my! I wanted to keep that. I just have a.
Some disease.
No, it's gingivitis, but I just have a. It's not a touch. She didn't say a touch. What does she say? I have a glow. Just put the clip here. What she says.
Okay. I have a.
But it's really
of
funny.
gingivitis.
It was
Okay.
funny what she said.
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
He said, what's your biggest weakness as an employee?
That's just gross. I'm sorry, I just have a scooch of gingivitis, so I'm trying to treat that as best I can.
So after this interviews, which they're all pretty funny, Amy is still being super passive aggressive and annoying about the whole captain situation.
Captain. You're calling her captain.
And I feel like definitely makes you feel like she doesn't think Rosa
Rosa
deserves to be captain, which maybe both of them don't deserve to be captain yet.
But I don't know if she thinks that necessarily she doesn't deserve it, but I feel like maybe she thinks that she is a better cop than her, better candidate than her. She's so competitive.
Yeah.
You know.
But it looks so bad that she's still it's not a healthy competition, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a jealousy thing.
It's a jealousy thing, but you know, if you care about something, you're gonna be a little pissed off about it when you get passed over.
Yeah, agreed. But anyways, it was a bit much anyhow. But is what it is.
Yeah.
I did have this scene that I thought was really funny. That Jake, like they distract the fireman,
Firefighters.
and then he tries to use his knife to get in and check out the crime scene, and a guy walks by.
You, handsome guy. Handsome little guy.
Hey, just got locked out, so he doesn't care.
Well, I just locked myself out.
He was like,
he doesn't care.
I thought it was funny, but at the same time, he has a big ass knife and opening a door. He's a criminal. He looks like a criminal opening the thing with a big
But
ass
it's
knife.
New York. You
would
mind
say
your
something?
business.
Oh, okay.
Is what I'm saying.
No, I was saying even if it wasn't New York, like this guy has a big knife. Like I'm not gonna say anything to somebody with a big knife.
I got you.
I like the part before. I guess like they were breaking in that like they had to create a backstory for Boyle. That he has an adopted kid.
Guys, I really need your help. My little boy Brian, my angel, I bought him a short-haired calico after my wife fell into a coma. Motorcycle crash. And now the cat's stuck in a tree.
Like that.
Yeah.
And he was going so much into detail.
Can it be a daughter? And said, yeah, but if you get caught, it's not my fault.
First off, can it be my daughter's cat?
Okay, but if you get made because of that, it's on you.
Fine. Let's talk about the cat. Short hair, long hair, tabby.
Short hair, calico, the son is adopted, your wife is in a coma.
Oh, that's brutal. I like it.
I like that.
That's pretty funny.
And the calico, he's just going on and on about this calico cat that he never had. It's so cute. All right. Obviously, once he breaks in, the guy's in there. Boone, Fire Marshal Boone is in there.
Oh yeah.
Turns on the light. He's like, "What are you doing in my crime scene?" Whatever. They end up escalating into a fight. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but as soon as he punches Jake, Boyle just turns around and like he grabs into the two other firemen, and I thought it was so funny that he was so ready.
I remember that.
Oh, you know what, Boone? Anytime you want to give...
Yeah.
It was really funny. It was really funny and a very like small thing that you have to kind of be looking for it.
Yeah. That one, we got to the whole apologizing to Boone. I do like when when Jake's like, in my defense, I was the one saying to everybody to stop hitting.
Stop hitting them! Kicking them will hurt more!
And then it does the flashback to like, stop hitting! Kicking them hurts more!
I kind of didn't like that one because obviously kicking is hitting too.
Yeah, but come on.
It's a funny that he objected.
Yeah.
But obviously kicking is hitting. Come on.
I also liked Welcome to the Bungle. And then they high five each other.
They've been doing like these like high fives like when they say something cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
And he's obsessed with his pizza place.
What I'm obsessed with is how you're bungling this investigation. Oh, they should write a song about it called Welcome to the Bungle.
He's like, this guy's been bungling all the time. They might as well be playing Welcome to the Bungle.
Bang, and they'll like high five it.
And high
Did
five
I
each
miss
other.
a bunch for some reason?
Well, I wonder what you were doing. You're supposed to be watching the episode. Didn't even like this one that much.
Doesn't even seem like she watched it. That was a bad one. We didn't do it right.
We have to both be ready for it. I can't be like waiting here because we have to both go. Psh. We'll give you a burn later, and you'll see what it's like. We'll think of like a in the moment burn, and we'll do like a nice high five.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Not worried.
Then we have the part that we mentioned earlier that Holt says the mouthfeel.
It's the best pizza in the neighborhood.
Well,
According to Charles's email blast, it's actually number 8.
Captain reads my blast.
Of course, it's the only one that measures mouthfeel.
What, are you kidding right now?
Then unexpectedly, Boone gets very emotional when Peralta shares his father abandoning story.
It's kind of sad.
They kind of
They're
become
both
buddies.
abandoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they hugged.
They kind of hugged. Yeah, that was great. And they kind of became buddies, which was cool. Gina reveals her special hiring skills. Like, all those questions had certain things tied back to the...
He was scared of everything. Do you remember Rosa's reaction last time the printer jammed?
I'll pay for that.
I thought it was creative and funny, but I felt like, why wouldn't she just have told that to Terry?
It's also having fun. You gotta have fun in the workplace.
Would you be able to, like, hold that? Like, keep
No, I'd tell it right away. I'd say right away.
I know that I'm being
I'd be
weird.
like, I wouldn't be able to keep it
yeah.
inside so quick.
Hope looked really proud of Gina at the end. And he was like, what?
There it is.
Yep.
If I had a mic right now, I'd drop it.
There we have it.
And that's that. He said something like that. I remember
Yeah.
that. Then, as they're kind of buddies, later when they're back in the fire place, they're buddies with Boone, and he's like, "You guys want to take the pole down to go to the thing?" And he's like, "Oh my God, yes!" And then he does it. It was so funny. Do you remember his line he said when he?
I don't remember. Bad guys.
He said, "Let justice be served." Looking into the camera, and Boyle's like, "Awesome, can I do it now?" He's like, "No time."
And then,
Busto does like.
I thought it was so funny when he said no time, but then when Boyle just jumped on and did a selfie, I got kind of sad about it. Like, why? Why can't Boyle do it? They close the Amy storyline when they go to the precinct, and it's super boring. But on the way there, she reveals that she has 7 brothers.
But they already revealed that in the first episode.
Oh, they mentioned it again.
Yeah,
This is when second time they mention it. Which I remember thinking in the first episode when we saw it, I was like, man, do they ever mention the brothers again? And then this will be the second time they mention it.
And the brother appears.
Do you remember?
Not all 7.
Do you remember the one that does appear?
You guys told me already on the first episode.
I mean, he doesn't know. He doesn't remember.
No, I don't remember.
Perfect. Don't be looking that up.
What Latin actor would have been around that time? What season?
Who knows?
I mean, you know,
Stick
'cause you don't
around.
know.
Subscribe. We're not going to tell Andy, but we're going to talk about it here when it happens.
Is it Diego Luna? It's not Diego Luna.
Don't know.
Who's Diego Luna?
Diego Luna's the guy from Andor.
Oh.
I'm trying to think what other Latin...
Don't worry about it. Let's continue on the episode. We still got a really fun event Andy planned for us at the end of the episode.
Okay.
Actually, I don't have any more stuff except after Jake is told not to retaliate, because they get into a fight again with the fireman, and he's told not to retaliate, but then they put pizza sauce.
Oh, pizza sauce.
Pizza sauce at the bottom of the pole.
Fire!
Pleasure working with you, Boone. Run, Charles.
I was wondering how they get the pool under the pole.
That's movie magic.
Movie magic.
Photoshop.
Maybe it's a pool that has a hole right in the middle to put a little tree in it.
No, but you have to get the whole pole into. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How do you get the pole into the hole?
Maybe it connects. Maybe
you did it and then you taped it.
Yeah.
Like duct taped the backside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine.
Or maybe they got 2 half moon pools.
Half moon pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, they sell pools by the halves if you're trying to be a budget.
Like if you're trying to save money on it, just trying to save money on space.
Get the other half next year, and then you have a full pool.
I did like. I know we're reaching the end, but I did like when Jeffrey threatens Savant. When he's like, oh man, look at this guy with these toys, and then Jeffrey picks up the 8 ball.
Terry?
He's like Terry.
Oh yeah.
And then
Jeffrey.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it Jeffries?
Jeffers. Terry Jeffords.
I like when he
he
crushes it in his
reads
hand.
the.
You're part of the 9-9 now. We look after each other. Hey, Ball, if Savant was to do anything to harm this precinct, would I destroy him? Answer uncertain. Try again.
Answer uncertain. Try again.
But we don't see that guy ever again, do we?
I think he is IT for a little while. If
Maybe you
my
see him
memory
like
serves. Yeah,
little
in the
bits and
background.
bobs.
I don't remember.
I wonder if he's something else, and I didn't look it up.
We'll see in the future episodes. We'll talk about him if he comes up in a later episode. But I started thinking about that pole, going into the pizza sauce, and I'm like, man, wouldn't that be cool, like in a water park?
Yeah.
Like to have a pole down into a pool.
Oh, I was like a pizza sauce pool.
Would you go into a deep pool or not a deep pool?
I think a deep pool. I mean, not a deep pool. it's just like, what if you're going too fast? I know kids will try to hold it the least possible, so I think it should be kind of deep.
Yeah. Kind of deep, but then there's like a big metal pole in the middle. What if somebody hits their head?
Well, I thought it would kind of like stop and you'd have to fall at the end, like stop before the water, like maybe 10 feet or 5
Whoa,
feet.
how long is it? So this is like a 30-foot?
Yeah, this is like 7 stories that you're going down, and it has like soap on it, and it has like water on it. So like you're going down super, as hard as you can hold on.
Yeah.
To slow you down, and then the last 10 meters, you don't think this is cool? You wouldn't ride it.
No, why would the pole hang halfway?
So people don't hit their head on it.
But like, it seems too high.
Okay. How about if it was 3 stories?
No, that's the perfect height then.
I think even one.
Not like I was thinking 10 stories, 3 stories.
3 stories very high, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
all
scary.
high. Yeah.
How about 2 stories?
I think I would do it if it's 1 story. 2 is too high for me.
1 story, you just jump off of into a pool.
Well, yeah, that's the point. You just kind of jump off of it.
That's why I feel like that idea seems a little, I don't know.
All right.
Do you have any feelings about Ricky's pool adventure? Say it in the comments. Let us know what you think.
Would you slide down the pole if it was 3 stories?
Are you guys being so cutesy?
Thumbnail.
And.
And?
And. What?
Your name? And?
Oh, I said end.
Oh,
Just
and.
like end.
That's it. That's the full episode. We've done everything. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about?
No, but let's do we go through our rankings? Not our rankings, our score.
Let's
right?
score it. So we love the show. We're gonna give every show a minimum of a 9.0, maximum of 9.9.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys give this one?
I don't know if I want to give it the lowest.
What do you mean? You'd give it a 9.0?
But it's the
Or
lowest for all.
9.1?
It's still a 9. It's still, I love the episode.
Yeah, of course.
9.0?
I'll do 9.1.
9.1?
9.1. All right. I mean, I think I liked all 3 beats of the story. I liked all the side stories. I enjoyed Patton Oswalt. I think he was fun. I think you see a lot of fun Gina stuff.
Yeah.
I think you see fun Amy stuff. Jake and Boyle together doing great jokes. I think I'm gonna go high. I'm gonna go pretty high on this one. I'm gonna go 9.7.
That's very high. I think like among the 3 stories, I really like Jake, Boyle, and the firefighter. That's why. The other 2 stories are kind of, I don't know, like fillers maybe.
I wasn't a big fan of Amy's plot of. I felt like she was too
Jealousy and
jealousy.
They're childish.
But I mean, her character's a little like that, and she evolves, whatever. I did like the Gina stuff, but it wasn't hilarious to me. I loved the episode. I'm gonna give it a 9.4.
Nice. That was pretty high.
Yeah.
Compared to you guys.
Yeah, you were pretty high, so I was like...
But we all like different stuff. That's fine. And we're all in the 9s. What episode will get a 9.9? Who knows? We don't even know yet. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to close the episode. And open...
Now I'm involved in it.
And we're going to open the book on Andy's exciting event.
No, got nothing. No, everything's closed. We just closed everything. I had something planned, but you just closed it.
Sorry, guys. Open the episode.
Oh, no. It's closed. We can leave it closed.
Oh, no.
Dude, shut now.
We'll do it next week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. What is this?
Thanks for coming by. Bye, guys.
Bye.
A week without me, thought you'd forget. 2 weeks without me, and you still haven't joined the Patreon yet.
Yeah.
And then I went through like just my own search on the computer, and I found like a bunch of old
files,
Porno.
old porno, with tons and tons of porno.
99 web all I ever wanted. 99 my happy to watch again. 99 my meant to be shared with friends. Brooklyn 99 watch alone.
In the web, 99 web, weapon and time, rapping every day, looking at cops doing their games.
And a female chorus time.
No female chorus. Cut.